The Evolution of Technology in Counseling, Who is Leading the Way? Presented by Drs. Shuler, Lee, and Sneed. Prescription digital therapeutics represent a new frontier in behavioral health care, especially for mental health treatment. Society and businesses are driving this, requiring this, so they're coming regardless. We have a choice in being reactive or proactively legislating and building sound ethical technology. Several factors are driving the surge, including rising mental health needs, limited access to care, advancement in personalized technologies. This is leading to what we see in our current trends, such as self-management tools, cognitive remediation tools targeting various cognitive domains, skills training, offering guided exercises and educational content, disorder management, such as peer support, symptom tracking, which results in rapid growth in prescription digital technology tools, such as chatbots and mobile apps, virtual reality and mixed reality therapy, wearable devices, AI-powered diagnostic tools, and advanced electronic medical records. Technology is seen as a transformative force in prevention, management, and treatment of mental health disorders. However, continued research and policy development are needed to assess effectiveness and safety.
The objectives are to identify the current regulatory landscape and pathways for PTD or PDT, to identify consistent terminology to categorize the technological tools, and to consider a path for healthcare professionals to engage in all aspects of technology-driven tool development. So as we look at the current regulatory landscape, the FDA and other regulatory bodies are currently in the process of developing guidelines for digital therapeutics. This protocol falls under the IMDRF, which is a voluntary association comprising international medical regulators. Historically, when digital therapeutic developers pursued U.S. Food and Drug Administration or FDA clearance for products, they included only physicians with prescriptive privileges. To increase support for psychologists' clinical use of digital therapeutics, APA formed a partnership in early 2023 with Big Health, one of the leading developers of these interventions. And in November of 2024, less than a year ago, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services approved new reimbursement codes that providers can use to bill Medicare for FDA-cleared digital mental health therapies. This moves us into some limitations and challenges that remain, including limited regulatory oversight, lack of standardized evaluation methods, which is typically under the National Institute of Health, effectiveness, equitability, inclusivity, privacy, guidance, overselling, and back to regulation.
In terms of benefits, we've provided a list here, and some of those include improved access to care, reduced stigma around mental health treatment, convenience and anonymity, lower cost, greater outreach, 24-hour service availability, consistency in data collection. In terms of analysis, we conducted an integrative review of the literature regarding prescription digital therapeutics and technology-based mental health applications. The research's purpose was to provide an overview of the knowledge base, critically review and conceptualize current practices regarding PDT and technology-based mental health applications, and expand on the current landscape around the use, development, and alignment with evidence-based practices. For results and conclusions, we found there are collaborative efforts among stakeholders are essential. Achieving meaningful integration of PDTs into all aspects of services should be a priority. And there's a critical need to include behavioral health providers from all disciplines in all aspects related to the development, evaluation, research, and regulation of technology used in the treatment of mental health and well-being.